Okay, so we have been running this series since May, and we have covered a few other topics as well before the one that we're having today. So if you're interested in any of the past topics that we have covered, or if you're interested in the future topic, you can register using that QR code, and that will take you and provide you with all of the past recordings, as well as it will give you an opportunity to register for the future event as well. So with that, I will let the speakers introduce themselves. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Carol Wang. I am on the Solution Architect team here at GE Vernova. I've been here about 2 years, and I mainly focus on the scheduling solution that we have to offer. Abose, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, thanks, Carol. Hope I'm coming clearly. Good day, everyone. My name is Abose Okondo, and along with Carol, I'm one of the solution architects we have here at GE Vernova. My expertise really is on the historian and analytical product C-Sense that I will be touching on a little bit in this presentation today. And we're glad to have you on. And please, like Aroni said, do feel free to stop us at any point with questions if you do have any, and Carol would get started.
Okay, so on today's agenda, we'll start by reviewing the purpose of today's call. We'll talk about the solutions we have to offer with some use cases, and then we'll go into questions. So the purpose of this session today is to show you how you can leverage dynamic planning and advanced analytics to reduce operator errors and support a first-time right approach. So in the case that unexpected events occur on your plant floor, we'll also cover how our solutions can help you react and adapt quickly to stay on track. So we're going to start by understanding why scheduling tools can be beneficial. Prior to having scheduling tools, we see often that people either use Excel or maybe even pen and paper, or maybe an ERP-based scheduling tool. And with those tools, oftentimes planners or production personnel don't know where their product is at any given point in time. They can't really pinpoint, oh, okay, this product is going to finish at this exact time on this exact day. Accessing reliable information, such as those start and end times and the due dates, are difficult. And then as a result of this lack of accurate information in real time, customer expectations are not managed because we don't have the visibility and the access to the up-to-date information. And if you think about when unexpected events occur on your plant floor, because in today's day and age, it is really just inevitable and you have to prepare for the unexpected. If you're able to give a customer a heads up a month or two ahead of time to give your customer that time to react rather than a few days of heads up, that can go a long way in managing customer expectations and managing those relationships. So the benefits of the RobX scheduling tool that I'll show you today are that it is an online and a real-time tool, meaning that information or events that occur on your plant floor can be uploaded into this tool, and it'll show in the view, and it allows for a planner to come in and within minutes switch around production orders and then re-release the plan to the shop floor for execution. In addition, with that exchange of information, you get that end-to-end visibility, and then with everything combined, you're reducing costs overall. You're able to push more through the door, and you can reduce labor costs. So I am going to jump into the scheduling tool itself just to show you what it looks like and at a high level, how it can work. I'll show you very basic what this tool can do today, but this tool is very configurable to customers, and there's a lot of customization that can be done to fit what a customer wants to see in here. So you should be seeing on the screen what the scheduling tool looks like, and let me explain to you what you're seeing. In this white area, what it is a Gantt chart view. So you'll see dates at the top, week numbers. I can scroll forwards, backwards, You'll see this red line indicates the time now. And then you can also zoom in and you can see hours at a time or minutes at a time. And then you can see months at a time or years at a time. You can see like 12 to 20 months at a time. On the left side, what you're seeing are resources that need to be considered when planning. So resources in this tool can be anything that needs to be considered. So in here, I have some machines. You can put in operators in here if you need to consider staff availability, any tools. So for injection molding, if there's a tool change, you can consider what tools or molds are available. And anything that needs to be scheduled can be put in here as a resource to be considered. How it works is typically from an ERP system or wherever the orders start or are created, you can have orders be downloaded into the system and they'll come in here with the status of new. And that just means from a planner perspective, I haven't touched these orders and I need to plan them. So what you could do is, what a planner would do is they'd select these orders and they would plan them. And so in this pop-up box, you have a strategy drop-down, and these are some out-of-the-box strategy options that this tool has, but are not limited to. So from the idea that we are enabling customers to plan and change things dynamically or push out an optimized schedule, let's say a paint company, they want to schedule from light color to dark color. You could configure that and add it into this list. We get a lot of questions about scheduling based on lease changeover time or lease setup time, things like that. These strategies can be added in here. Right now, I'm just going to do a forward from now strategy, and then I'll hit OK. You'll see that I get a few scheduling errors here, and you can configure these errors to pop up or not pop up as you need. You'll see, for example, I have some that are telling me that there's not enough material in stock, and then there's some timing issues. But what happens in this Gantt chart is you'll get these bars that indicate working time. And a planner always has the ability to move things around manually if needed, but also you can click of a button, plan your production orders. And here just now I did maybe 20 at a time, but this is a very robust tool that can handle a lot of orders at once. How it works is that once you've planned these orders, or how these orders are planned are based on rules and constraints that you've set up in the back end. So these gray bars you see that are recurring here are calendars. So I've set up some closed and open times on the machines based on the plant operating hours. You could create holiday calendars, you could create maintenance calendars and plan in advance when you think maintenance could be occurring. But also, let's say, right now on Mixer 2, for example, you have something that happened on the plant floor, your machine goes down. You can quickly, a planner can come in here and tell the tool that, let's say today on the 19th, we have downtime. We'll say it's for maintenance. So what you'll see happen is the tool immediately tells you there's a scheduling error here by showing you a red line. And then because that information has come in here and a planner can see it, what a planner can do is either they can manually move it out of the way, or you can always select and replan with a click of a button and have the tool find the next best schedule for you. And it can be as easy as that for a customer to replan orders and react to changes that are occurring on your plant floor. And then at the end of the day, you'll see there's some letters on the orders in here. It's a D for delayed. So all of these orders are delayed. So if you're able to see this ahead of time and you can tell a customer, hey, we're going to be late on your order, but you're going to tell them a month in advance that you are instead of a day in advance, they'll appreciate that a lot more. But hopefully with a tool that can react to real-time information on your plant floor, you wouldn't even have to do that because you can move things around, adjust priorities, and be able to meet your due dates and meet your customer expectations. So I wanted to show you this quick demo of how this scheduling tool can work to help enable a first-time right approach. So with this tool, you can push a schedule that is the most optimal for your plant floor, but at the same time, react to changes that are eventually going to happen on the plant floor, and then push out a new schedule within minutes so that you can keep up with demand and keep up with your customers. Are there any questions with this scheduling tool and how it works? I have some slides in here that are showing what I just showed. But if there are no questions, we will move right to the analytics section, and Mbose will present on this.
Thank you, Carol. Any questions real quick again before we move forward?
Yeah, I've got a quick question.
Yeah.
Is the ERP data from the customer directly getting connected to this software, or is it a download, upload? Just wondering how real-time are changes identified that come from the ERP?
This tool is a standalone tool, and so it can be integrated with ERP systems. That's how you're getting your real-time information. But then in addition, it can be integrated with your MES system, which is where if an operator reports any downtime, that information would be passed back up into the scheduling tool, and then a planner would react and then send that information back down. So it is a standalone tool. It doesn't need an ERP to have orders in there. But if there is an ERP system, typically there is an integration that's set up. Thanks for that question.
Thank you. And yeah, Aroni just said in the chat, so if there are any other questions during my presentation, either on scheduler or on C-Sense as we'll be talking about now, please do put it in the chat or let us know. But diving straight in a little bit, really for us here at GE, we have a lot of products, but to really achieve the greatest performance, we like to integrate a lot of our products together with each other. And it's something similar as well for scheduler as well as C-Sense. To really achieve that optimal performance that clients may be looking for, the idea is to mix in optimal production planning coming from scheduler as well as optimal production execution that you can achieve using industrial analytics like C-Sense. So really, what we've realized from our client discussion is the issue of process variability. A lot of process variability really breaks equipment and leads to suboptimal production. This suboptimal production is really hard to navigate, and simultaneously optimizing your throughput, your quality, materials, and other variables within your plants is really a complex balancing act. So it really leaves room for software and industrial analytics products, and really industrial products like Scheduler and C-Sense to provide assistance to help you monitor different variables, to help you monitor your KPIs that are important to you as a client or to your different clients that you have, that can help and predict and give you and also forecast to help you forecast and predict what may be happening around your plant. That can help you optimize either your production to give you that first pass quality improvement that you need. You can go to the next slide. Thank you. So, like I said, C-Sense is an industrial analytics software for process optimization, and it connects to layers of different OT systems and infrastructure, and it can really help reduce the variability to improve performance of KPIs. C-Sense is really taking advantage of in-standing infrastructure that you have in your plant, and it helps you integrated with all these different OT systems, provides these 5 capabilities that you see here on the screen. So with the unique capabilities, there are 5 areas that are important to C-Sense. The first one is analysis. With the powerful tools within C-Sense, process engineers are really able to combine data from all these different OT systems. So it could be sitting on your historian, it could be coming from MES software, and additionally coming from scheduler or ERP software. Different OT systems data can be integrated and combined and analyzed on one platform, so you as a client can find answers that can help you improve your process faster. Along with this, you can really monitor different assets, just like sensors, different control loops, equipment, and help you monitor process health and line health to detect issues early and help avoid downtime and waste. Along with these 2 capabilities combined, clients are now able also, after you analyze your historical data, you're able to create, C-Sense really is able to build analytics that creates prediction and forecast KPIs, events using different AI and ML tools to make more proactive actions that can improve performance and really optimize like what the product is going to be from the initial goal. So you're able as a client to have the right product from the first try without having to do a retry or rework. Within C-Sense, you're also able to create somewhat of a process digital twin that models your process behavior for offline and real-time online simulation and decision support. So you're able to model what this product quality will be. And a few of the screenshots I have, I would have loved to go through the use case that we have on the product on using the different components of C-Sense, but it may take longer than the time we have. But typically, you can, as a client, using different tools on C-Sense to create a digital twin of your process. So in here, you can see the prediction of what that product quality could be. And then importantly, you can see the different variables that actually influence this product quality. And using C-Sense as well, offline tool, you can simulate how different variables would affect your product quality so you can make better decisions and take proactive actions. Along all these 4 capabilities combined really are supposed to provide optimization, which is the final capability. So you deploy these models in real time based on optimizers, based on the predictive controllers to really recommend or to optimize your process controls and set points in real time. So here, C-Sense can really be deployed in a closed loop system where C-Sense is not just predicting what your variables should be, but it can actually go and make the corrective measures at the machine without needing any operator inputs, basically. Using these capabilities here, like C-Sense typically offers our clients an KPI improvements, performance improvements of up to 10%. So really consider the impact of 10% production improvement in 10 plants. That's sort of the equivalent of building and developing a whole new plant. Are there any questions? That was a lot of information.
Is there anyone using this tool in any of the manufacturing shops today?
In what shops?
Any manufacturing shops?
Yes.
Shops, new make or repair shops.
In manufacturing shops, yes, we actually do have clients that are using it in manufacturing shops, but it depends on the level. They're using it more for like maintenance purposes. So we have Nissan, one of our clients that uses C-Sense for maintenance purposes to help them predict equipment downtime and equipment failure around their manufacturing shops.
Now, how about GE internal?
Internally, we actually don't have a client internally within GE that I can think of that is using just C-Sense alone in one of our manufacturing shops.
Okay.
Any other questions? Now, to go into detail, how these components, along with the capabilities that I just talked about, combine, how the capabilities really can be achieved using the C-Sense components. So we have three major C-Sense components that come with the product. We have the troubleshooter, the architect, as well as the runtime manager. What you have here showing on the screen is a C-Sense troubleshooter. And C-Sense uses different AI and machine learning algorithms to help analyze your data from different sources, help you identify different potential issues, like I said, before they escalate. So this proactive approach really allows operators to address problems earlier and reduce the likelihood of errors. So using this rapid troubleshooter that you see on the screen here, and by mining data from your historical assets, so we have your historian as well as your MES, really typically this could be scheduler, this could be any laboratory information systems that you have. Data coming from those historical data really from those systems can be analyzed and mined within the C-Sense troubleshooter to uncover different root causes for performance issues. So why the product isn't consistently produced at the same quality level, and why maybe different assets may be consistently failing. Or if you're not just sure why an asset failed or why this product isn't consistently produced at a high level, C-Sense can help you identify those things here. Next slide, please. Continuing on the troubleshooter, I talked about creating that digital twin of your manufacturing process. And this is where the troubleshooter is also comes into play. And although the slide isn't as big as it should be, but on the top left, you can see the product quality is consistently predicted here by C-Sense actually. So after your historical variables have been, historical data has been analyzed over time, C-Sense is able to predict when the quality of the batch is either going to be good or bad. And then on the bottom left, you see the different variables that really contribute and affect the batch quality. So this could be your sensor readings, this could be really raw materials, different variables that you have imported from your historian or MES systems. And here you can really visualize the performance metrics, make informed decisions, and this is done offline simulation without having to affect what is going on in the production. And here you can make informed decisions by looking at specifically, the exact variable that is helping you to maintain consistent quality and consistent production across your plant or process. Any questions on here? Next slide, please. And to help with the optimization part, and this is where the C-Sense Architect and Runtime Manager comes into play. C-Sense Troubleshooter can help you develop your blueprint if you may not be an expert process engineer. Within the troubleshooter, you can actually create, C-Sense can create the blueprints for you. But in the event that you have process engineers that are experts, they can utilize the architect in the back with the different blocks in an easy to use interface where you can drag and drop and easily configure the different blocks as needed. So you use the architect to either create new analytics, but in the event that you use the troubleshooter to deploy or to create this analytics for you, you can really just edit and test the analytics that's been produced and really prepare it for real-time production. So in an ideal setting, of course, the CSense troubleshooter used historical data to create all your models, be it your different models, mathematical and statistical models you use within CSense can be created through the troubleshooter. But if you create them on the architect, you can then easily clean them up and attach them to either the real-time machines. And then if you are fine with all the testing, you use the runtime manager with the screenshot in front here to deploy them into production. Any questions? That is all we had for really trying to highlight how clients can really improve first-pass quality and on-time delivery using two of our products. Now, of course, these are really combined with an existing infrastructure scheduler along with your MES systems and CSense along with really any OT infrastructure you have. But along with these two key products, you can improve the efficiency and performance you're already getting with similar products you have, be it GE Prophecy products or other OT infrastructure you have, and just see greater delivery along your performance and process. If there are, of course, any other questions that you have, like not right now, that may come to you guys later, please feel free to use the QR link you see here to share that with us. You'll be directed and put with an expert that can answer all of your questions. And it doesn't have to be just on the products discussed. If there are other questions on any other products within our portfolio, please do use that QR code. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for your time and listening.